Get it on the third period. Well, I guess I should. So what's next then? What's the next thing on your mind?
Tuesday. You know, we got to put this one in the past here pretty quickly. Enjoy it. Enjoy it in the locker room right now. Guys will probably be in tomorrow watching video and evaluating their game and figuring out what we need to do to get ready for Tuesday. It's a short turnaround, so we got to get our bodies ready and our minds ready.
How do you work that short turnaround? You guys need to stay off the ice tomorrow, or you have to get right back at it?
You know, I'm not even sure. I don't know if we're skating as a team tomorrow. If we don't skate as a team, I'm sure some guys who like taking time off will take the time off, or probably everyone will be in here, whether it's stretching, whether it's icing, whatever, doing treatment. There'll probably be a few guys that skate. Some of us like to just see the puck and be out there moving our feet as much as we can. So it's all kind of an individual preference. Skate as a team. I'm not really sure what our plan is right now.
A lot of the talk about Cornell before the season started was about whether you personally could handle the change going from a rotation guy to an everyday guy. Did that make sense to you at the time? And obviously, do you think you've answered that question now?
I mean, it's one of those things where, as a goalie, you want to play as much as you can because, obviously as a competitor, you want to be out there with the team and you want to feel like you have an impact on the game. But at the same time, the more you play, the more comfortable you are in the games, and the easier the games come to you. So for me, it's just been kind of a process so far, and I'm working on that process and not trying not to worry too much about the end result and the results day to day, but more so the process overall. And I think we're happy where we are as a team right now, and we need to keep making improvements because the sky's the limit for us.
And you had 4,000 fans screaming your name for most of the game. How did that impact your play?
It's one of those things we play. Spirit line record better than the best fans in the country. Every kid's dream growing up is to play college hockey, and then when you see college hockey in an environment like this, it's something that really gets you going. And all of us, we feed off of it. They're there for us, and they're some of the most supportive fans in the country. And when they're there at your back, so we feed off it, and that's why we like to protect our house here at home.
What were you thinking in the first period? The guys were kind of being overrun a little bit in the first, and then the coach was not too pleased either.
Yeah, I mean, I think, that happens from time to time, especially Saturday night after you come back from a Friday night victory. You're a little sluggish to start the game, and it's not acceptable. And that's one thing we'll talk about tomorrow, and we'll talk about it on Monday, because, slow starts in the past have gotten us in a hole, and, luckily that didn't happen tonight, but, at the same time, when guys aren't all there on the same page, you need a few of those guys to really step up and elevate their play and to get us out of those holes. And we got those performances from a few people tonight, and then we were able to get out of there and with a 0-0 score and realize how poorly we played in that first period. But we knew that was their best game, and they give them credit. They played great tonight. They were all over the place. And they've struggled as of lately, so they kind of had a chip on their shoulder and they came out hard, and we didn't match that. But we were able to turn around in the second and kind of dictate plays in the second and into the third period and get the W, which is what all that matters at the end of the day.
Coach actually seemed a little bit surprised at how much you were able to turn it around in the second. I mean, was there things said in the locker room between yourselves and him, or just an attitude?
I think we understood. I think all of us know how good of a team we can be, and I think all of us have so much pride in making sure that we go out and execute every single night. And I think in previous games, specifically at Brown and Providence earlier in the year, we came out slow in the first, and we weren't able to turn it on in the second, and we let it carry into the third. And, we want to make sure that doesn't happen again. Because even if our goal every night is to play the full 60 minutes, but even if we don't play the full 60 minutes, we got to make sure we get the second kill. We got to make sure we play that last 40 hard and give ourselves a chance to win hockey.
Well, Andy, last night you saw 15 pucks. Tonight you saw 32. Same result, but would you prefer to face more shots and just kind of stay in the flow, or do you like it more when the defense keeps everything away from you?
I'm a gamer, right? I'm a competitor, and I like being out there, and I like seeing Robert. That's why I'm a goalie. I like seeing the puck, and I like making saves. And when you're saving the puck a lot, the game comes easier. And I think one of the things our D has been so great this year, really limiting the scoring chances and limiting the shots, and that's kind of something I've had to adjust to. If you only see 15 or 20 pucks a game, you still got to make sure that you're making those key saves and making the saves that you need to, and you got to keep yourself mentally in the game a lot more than if you're seeing a shot every minute or so. So for me, whatever gives the W at the end of the day, I'm not really partial one way or the other, but as a goalie, it definitely is easier when you're shooting the puck.
So with the start like that, you don't even feel like you have to work a little extra harder when you're down in shots like that? And
what's that?
With the start like the one we saw, you don't feel like you have to work a little extra harder, stopping 10 more shots than we took the first time? game?
I mean, you obviously notice it a little bit more when you see a little bit more action. You know, you get a little more tired, especially on some of those kills when they generate a lot of pressure and they have it in zone for a while. You start to get a little fatigued, but you know that's why we spend all summer and all preseason, you know, getting in the best shape as possible so that we can grind it out in those moments.
And your comfort level mentally there?
What's that?
Your comfort level mentally?
Oh yeah, I mean that's our job as players to be ready for whatever the game throws at us, and you know, whether it's 10 shots in the first period, 15 shots in the first period, or 2, you know, you got to come up with those things and keep yourself in position to have success in the latter half of the game.
Anything else?